Hello, Internet! Anyway, without further ado, let's run on to round 2. Okay then, so we are instantly looking at the USA, Canada, North America at least somewhere. These cars, these buildings, it's got to be something like that. Now, do we draw ourselves a car? We are right on a car. We finance something Ave. This is going to be a little bit of a shot in the dark in terms of whereabouts in America. I reckon but maybe a little bit further south? CIBC, I'm sure there's someone out there that's screaming out exactly where that would be. Right, we have 6 minutes remaining. Do I draw a building? Do I draw a car? So much to choose when you get these things. Now this is what we're going to draw. Get ourselves a little bit of car action. Right, so we have got 2 lovely people here driving along in a car. Some sort of old kind of style car. Not exactly sure what you would call it. I'm going to start just by blocking in. Oh, this is right, okay, maybe I've something to do with the perspective is wrong here. Bring this back a bit further. That's starting to look a bit better. Just the fact the car's a lot longer than it looks. It's looking a bit more like it. This is going to be definitely a fine liner job. Bring in a bit of pen just to tidy it up. We've got a little bit of roof. This is not the best drawing I've ever done. That's not the point of this. This is to get drawing on a more regular basis. Right, so we've got kind of this. We're going to work our way backwards. We've got these nice headlights here. We've got these like nice curvy bits on. Don't mind them. And then we've got some square lights next to them. So we need to make this car wider. Oh, let's do the next square. We've got grill. Badge. Next shape over here. This is, you know, when you're starting a sketchbook or start a new project, you kind of want your first drawings to be quite nice, but well, I guess this is just not my sketch type. We've got 3 minutes remaining. I'm just going to throw down a North America guess. We can come back in, we can have a think, and we can come back at a later time. We've got a bonnet. Bonnet's not got that many really sort of. It's not got that much about it really, and we've got a couple of wipers. We've got that in. And we're coming up at about this angle. So just ignore all the bits I've done before. Pretty much what you tell yourself here, Mark. This is coming in this way. Now we play ball. Now we play ball. We've got our front there. We've got a person. And a person. Okay. And we can. The angle's still a bit off, but we're giving it a little bit of artistic license. Why draw what we see when we can draw what we like? Right, let's pop this down. We've got a hand coming out the window here. Not sure whose hand it is, but it's a rear passenger's hand, just chilling out the window. Got a wheel here, and we got a wheel back here, and then we got it it's kind of like a low rider. Is that what you would call this kind of a car? I don't know. It's what you'd call it in GDA, I guess. Kind of you got this sort of a thing going on. Right, okay, then let's break this out. Just sort of shore up our design a bit. That kind of wraps around a bit. That kind of wraps around there. We've got these big bulbous lights. Headlamps in. Oh, headlamps? Yeah, we've got big headlamps in. I was just checking the size of the headlamps in. I mean, it's a little bit too late once you've drawn them, checking the size, Mark, but that is what it is. And we're going to bring this grill across. A little badge in the middle, and then a little bit of a grill. Where are we thinking we are? So we're going to be quite. It looks like we're in a big place. So, Texas way. We see any? So, 97th Ave, Park Memorial. All these signs. I mean, if I'd just been a little bit down towards this intersection, perhaps this shop sign here says exactly where it is. Hugh self-service again, I'm sure. We're gonna come down. Let's come down towards San Antonio, Austin. Maybe. I don't really know. We're making a bit of a wild guess here. I'm fairly confident with North America, but it could be as far north as Canada. It could be anywhere. No kind of. We're just gonna come back here. We're gonna forget about that guess, and we're gonna put in some windscreen wipers. We're going to put in our little people in this car. Oh, we got someone sat on this one too. Yeah, I see. I said it could have been all the way up to Canada. We're just going to add in this arm coming in here. Oh yeah. Just going to take a minute just to shore out the pen work in this, make it look, dare I say, part acceptable. Not that I'm overly add in this person a bit darker, put their seats in behind that column in there. Again, we're just looking at shapes and car, everything again simply made up of shapes. Come down this way. I'm just going to bring this over. If I remember rightly, the middle of the wheels were kind of I've seen worse drawings. Okay, so we're all the way up in Alberta. So the further away you get, the less points you get. The ideal points is 5,000 points, and yeah, we weren't going to get that. Where were we actually? We were in Edmonton. Never would have guessed Edmonton. Maybe if I could have moved around a bit, explored a little bit, we could have found it. But alas, it was not meant to be. Right, so we are just going to put in here Lowrider Edmonton. Monton. And it was in, I believe it was in Alberta. Canada. So, second drawing, off to a bad start. Again, it's just practicing. It's just having a little bit of a play after a day at work. Ooh, right then. So, we're straight off. I was going to say I'm seeing tuk-tuk, but it's not a tuk-tuk. It's a little van. We've got lots of scooters around. This interesting device. A bolt-on two-seater carriage for your scooter. Well, I think we found what we might be drawing. And it's like tropical. Come on, give us a Give us a clue. Where are we? I'm thinking Vietnam, purely because of the scooters. I know they have a lot of scooters in Vietnam. Something to do with the hotel, Bell Hotel. Remember, every second I spend looking, I'm losing seconds for drawing. We are going to draw this little chap looking back, or we draw this one that's just putting a lot of nice purple light there. I'm looking for this one because they've got a creative little sun cover for the driver too. So back to the trusty pencil, get some shapes in. Right, so how the heck am I going to start drawing this? We have got top of thing, and then we've got a top of this thing, whatever the heck they've engineered together to. It's like it's just sort of some piping, and that kind of comes round this way. Now we've got a little hint of something coming across this way, and this pushes up a bit. And how is that attached at the front? I have no idea, but it's got a pipe going down at the back, so we don't mind that. And then we've got a little scooter down here, so let's get the guy in first. You can just about see the top of his head, the bottom of his head rather, so we're going to pop in the bottom of his head. And then we've got shoulders coming across. He's kind of, so he comes more or less sort of straight down on one side and leaning forward. Little leg coming out. It's on the scooter. Excellent. So again, we're just looking for those shapes, looking to how we're going to build up a picture out of all this. Will it be a good picture? I can't promise that. Will it be a picture? Well, it already is. I could stop right now. It will be a picture. It would be a particularly poor picture, in my opinion, but you know, it's each their own. This is looking like a little, well, rather big one on a tiny little scooter with a little arm coming down here, over onto the handlebar. Got a little mirror. Wait, the mirror isn't on the handlebar. The mirror's on. We got a little windscreen. His hand is on there. But the mirror is on a little structure on top of the handlebar, on top of the screen. Okay, this is just tied down to that. Interesting enough. Right, and then so we've got this going down here, which then forks off to a little bit of a wider thing. I'm going to assume it's attached. It's fascinating. Like a footboard coming all the way across. I'm just going to assume it's attached somehow to the undercarriage of the moped. This has got, I think, something on the back of the moped like this. A little box on the back of the moped, I think. Oh, no, a little box on the back of it. Well, it's got a little box on the back of it now. Maybe we can get rid of that, the pen after. And we've got 2 minutes left to draw this. Okay, so let's get cracking. We've got this coming across for here. We've got a couple of things coming down. And then we've got a cage coming around the back, which looks like it could be for luggage. I was going to say it could be a safety cage in case someone goes into the back of them, but I don't think it'll provide that much safety. And we've got a man here. T-shirt arm coming up, and he's coming down this way. It's just one person. He's holding a bag or a dog or something like that. We're going to call it a duck. We're going to have his arm around a little duck. And a little dog's head just looking the other way. A little bit of artistic license. And then we've got him looking round. Or is he looking round, or is he just looking down at the dog and enjoying his little ride? I'm going to go with looking at the dog. A little bit of hair, a little bit of a look at the dog. He's just chilling out, taking a little ride along with his pooch. That's what we've gone for. And then we've got the pavement coming along here. Add a little bit of background. we've got some stanchions coming up every now and again, which I presume is holding up some sort of signage. And we've got someone walking along over here. We're just going to pop in like this. They're carrying a binder, so their arm's coming round that binder. They're coming down the opposite way to these. This might be one that we spend a little bit of extra time on, just to show up. Oh, we got put guessing. 46 seconds. Ah! Right, for Vietnam, Cambodia, we're going to pop it down here, and we're going to come in, and we're going to go. We are somewhere. We look not particularly foresty. Are we looking mountainous around here? We could be. We could be up. We could be on a bit of elevation. We've got. Oh, look at this! For God, I can't read it. We've got time. We're near Phu Phong. Phu Phong. Could be. Could be. Let's see. Well, by now, in 10 seconds, we're gonna quickly darken some of these little lines here, just to. Right, okay. I was in the right region. Of the world, at least. Right country, I was very far off. I was feeling fairly confident about Vietnam. So I was less of a distance off from the Canada guess. Turns out we're over in Bacolod. And we got a little pooch. And we got the man here with his arm around the pooch, enjoying his little ride. Got the person up here with the binder. I'm just going to pop them in like that. We're just going to fill in just a little bit of information, just enough just to clarify the sketch is all we need. This is interesting. This windscreen with the thing up there. And then we got the front of the moped here. We got a box coming back. Coming around this way. This. So I guess there's probably some feet down there. Let's pop them in. Oh, no, it looks like the dog has got. Oh well. Looks like the dog's got feet. This cage coming around the back. Don't think there's anything in the cage. I'm going to jump back in this. Where were the wheels for this thing? It wasn't just floating, it can't have been. We got an extra wheel on the outside. We should have seen that a little bit earlier. Kind of. So there must be something attached to that. Alright then. I'm fairly happy with that. It's a little sketch. It's there we go. We'll take that. And we were in Bacolod. What am I going to call this? Scooter sidecar. And this is in Bacolod. Bacolod, rather. Bacolod. And we are in the Philippines. Get a spelling on that. Philippines. we got ourselves our third little drawing of the night. And with that comes the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Don't forget, be COVID secure in the current situation, but if you can, give them loved ones a hug.